Hello. Out for a walk today on the North Shore in the national park. Um, just letting Nibba do a bit of sniffing and then we'll get going. But yeah, nice day today. Starting to warm up a little bit. It's I think about -5, so good temperature for walking. All right, see you on the trail. All right. Well, lesson learned today is calibrate my gimbal. I found the setting in the DJI phone app that I use to do my recording because it interfaces with the gimbal. That's what I have, a DJI gimbal. It's a specific thing called, but hey, let's go down here, brother. Yeah, I also noticed the last couple videos this little circle appeared on the right side of the camera a few times, and I was trying to figure out what that was. First I thought it was something that was on the lens, but the second day when I cleaned it before I shot, and then it showed up again, I realized there was something on the gimbal. So there's this sticker you're supposed to peel off in a spot, I think. That was what showed up, but anyway, I've only had this gimbal for a little bit of time. Anyway, but it does a good job once you've got it properly calibrated. As if I think my horizontal, that's pretty good now. Now the horizon is balanced. I was having problems getting it so that sorry, you can't see the guidelines that I was lining up there, but I've got grid lines on the view screen that show me the horizon at the top third and bottom third, and then the left and right thirds of the screen as well. Useful for both framing a shot and also useful for figuring out if your gimbal is properly balanced. Let me show you. Nibbler, why we're kind of wandering a little aimlessly. He's doing some sniffing. But yeah, the tools that you use to record it's important to learn how to use them. So I had the previous version of this gimbal, I actually still have it. But the new one I bought, because it was this zoom wheel, which I showed before. I've come back into the widescreen. Well, yeah, let's try that. Here's the full wide angle lens. But I can thumb zoom even with a glove on, which is nice for doing some precision shots. We're trying to get a little stylized, but here, let me see if we can zoom in a little more now. Oh, now it refocused the gimbal for some reason. Oh, sorry, Nibbler's pulling, and when I'm zoomed out this much, okay, let's zoom back out. I can't do this while I'm walking him. Yeah, let's go back to zoom. To 1.0. All right. Let's go down more further. Come on. Oh, hang on. I gotta do a little twist because he's wrapping around. Okay. Yeah, this whole walkway they built after Dorian washed out up to and including part of the road 2 hurricanes ago. So when they rebuilt it, they put this walkway and then this concrete structure that you can walk down to and get a nice view of the beach along here. All this granite got brought in from New Brunswick or Nova Scotia. Because sandstone is a terrible material for maintaining coastal integrity. But yeah. So this is a stream. This is the outlet of a stream here from a little wetland area on the other side of the road here. Oh yeah, we can zoom in. So that structure collapsed just after Fiona. I think it was in the fall. That used to be a big hole with a big bridge of sandstone and dirt. But that happens all the time on PEI. And on some parts of the mainland as well, New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. Hang on. Alright, back up we go. But yeah, a lot of ice on the North Shore today. A lot less ice than there normally is, though, in the Gulf in general this year. I'm not sure if it's going to be a record breaker or not, but it certainly is at its lowest levels. Alright, let's keep walking along the shore here. We gotta get our exercise in. So today I'm gonna set up a Jira project for that website I was talking about. Start laying out some areas of functionality and requirements. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I've decided technology-wise I'm going to use Svelte as a front end and Firebase as a back end. Both tools that I've been playing around with recently, just kind of get used to it. And I thought I'd use ChatGPT for the first time in a development project. I've done a couple tests with it, sort of generating Svelte code and Firebase JavaScript code. And it's interesting. It's kind of like having a junior developer / junior researcher for free, kind of doing the grunt work. And you can use natural language to describe the problem, what it is, what type of screen you're trying to build, or the back-end communication you need to do. And that's revolutionizing my field in real time. It's certainly a technology change to the way of developing not seen since the early days of the web, I wouldn't say. And, well, maybe in some ways fundamentally different than anything else in history. In that, I just said, you kind of get a free junior developer / researcher for free. I'll have to make a video this week in fact, I think that's how I'm going to do the development, is get my documentation prepared in Jira, sort of describe the functionality that I want, and then I'll plug that into a ChatGPT session and record kind of what I get as a result. Come on. Nibbler's getting distracted. Because I think, I want to learn how to use it, because I think I won't have a choice in very short order. There's some bigger philosophical questions to kind of go around that, as in the same way that everybody's talking about ChatGPT for things like writing homework assignments or scripts for all sorts of purposes and that side of things. The code generation isn't something that I think has gotten a lot of mainstream play, but Certainly, if you're a developer, and you haven't tried it, I certainly recommend creating a chat GPT session, and write a good paragraph of describing a functionality for a web page or something, using whatever technology you want. I expect you'll get better results on the most popular technologies like JavaScript or C or C# or whatever of the dozens of ones that are out there. But yeah, like I said, when I did that, I've done it a few times now, just sort of as tests, and it's gotten decent results for even obscure technologies. So that's going to be, like I said, it's a little bit mind-breaking. So I'm still learning about how things are run. Come on. In PEI and in the Atlantic provinces in general. Just because almost all of my professional experience around how government works and government data is BC based. So certainly I know there's more open data you can get from BC than you can from PEI. At least what's available online. I haven't tried approaching any government organizations to try and get data sets, but that'll be probably part of this process as well, is just seeing what I can get. Like, certainly I've taken a cursory look at the Elections PEI website, and their what data that is available looks to be out of date by quite a few years, and in some situations, and incomplete in others. But yeah, one part of a many-pronged conversation. But the goal is to just create some sort of infrastructure that allows for better elections. A lot of it comes around to just using technology again, which is my forte. And the other part is also being able to record media. Oh, I'm backing up for the puppy. Anyway, sorry my talking today has been interrupted a bunch because I have to keep him on leash. And multitasking means I can't kind of let the mental process flow uninterrupted. So I hope I'll be able to cut that all to make a bit of sense. But that's my daily update for today. Like I said, sort of planning, and once I get my Jira sort of set up, maybe I'll start doing a review. Well, actually, no, I will do a review video. And I don't know if that means I'm going to have to start doing 2 videos a day or what. I'm probably going to put a lot of that website work over on my Modern Democracy channel, which is the channel I use for all of my local government work, media work out in BC. And it's also going to be what I'll use for my website, I think, when I launch it. But yeah, that's my update for today. More tomorrow. Enjoy the view. I don't see any dark spots that might be seals out there, but the seals like to live out on the ice. Let me see if I zoom in.